okay, maybe he's just fucking with me. I don't know. But then I was having like issues with my shoulders, and I was like, okay, this is not. I don't know who's aware and who's not. I have a pretty good sense of who is, but some people aren't even aware of the shit that they do. I swear, it's like their darker side just kind of takes the wheel and steers, and they're like this, not a surrogate or like a what do you call that? Like a vessel almost, and it just like takes them over, and they just do whatever, and they don't even realize what they're doing. Same with me when I'm doing some things, like today, making the dough. Instead of kneading it this time, I was pulling it apart, and I zoned out. I was just like focused somewhere else, manifesting or something, whatever I was doing, and it's just, I don't even know what you call that. It's not even scrawling. It's just like I zone out and I go somewhere. Anyway, so I'm pulling the dough apart to mix it in, because I noticed that the spices weren't mixed in properly. So instead of kneading it, I was like, well, let me try it that way, right? And I don't even know where that comes from. I just do it. Or there was certain herbs and stuff like that. I didn't even know technically what they are, but then I look them up and I'm like, oh, that has a lot to do with what I'm going through right now. Good thing I decided to pick that up. Like, just stuff like that. Well, it's the same for the darker side too, right? And I think for the most part, there's individuals that don't realize how much they allow their dark side just to kind of do whatever. But if they're not even aware of the whole spiritual gig or what's going on that side, how are they supposed to? They don't train you in school. They don't teach this in school, as far as I'm aware. I don't know how they do it in the religious schools, like the Catholic schools or any of that, what they're teaching them in there. But I know for a fact that the public schools are not teaching children how to protect their energy, or to differentiate and recognize when people are pulling on them, or, you know, and not filling their own cup, so to speak. I don't think that they teach that in schools. I don't think that's part of the curriculum, as far as I know. The system we're in right now is already, it's pretty much done. It's collapsing bit by bit. It can't keep going the way it's been going anyways. So, the energy thieves may or may not even realize they're doing it. And then the two people that did move out, at this point, I was like, what can I do? What can I possibly do to just forget about these people? Just so I never think about them again. And I'm like, you know what? If they're going through a healing process and they just started their awakening now, they have a long process to go. And I'm glad that they have each other. But whatever they took from me or tried to take from me, I did not give them permission to do so. But if it's going to help them in any way, and they had to be in my energy or come around me in some sort of way in order to trigger that, or just, whatever I said, because I know they were watching my videos too, then good. Maybe it helped them. Instead of me being upset about them, and the shit that they've done, because, they acted, what's the word? Clueless. They acted clueless, but when it came to certain things, like even the smug looks, or what did he say the one time? I tried to hand him change that was in the laundry machine or something like that, and it was just 10 cents, and he looked at me, and I said, oh, well, this is yours, it's not mine. He's like, it's your tip, right? Then anybody that knows what I'm talking about, or that's in on that sort of thing, whatever. Just, yeah, pretending like they had no idea what they were doing when they clearly were well aware of what they were doing. They've had several years on me experience. Hopefully they've turned a new leaf. And then when it comes to the neighbors, This neighborhood is freaking fascinating because it's amazing. It's, like I said, family oriented, tons of children around. But some of the adults around here are so stuck in their ways that me even painting outside or putting stuff up on my little tree there, because I have a tree where I put random stuff, signs, notes, whatever. I have upset some people just by my presence. And then when I speak to some of them one-on-one, I can't believe how two-faced these people are. If you don't like me, it's okay. I'm not going to be butthurt about it. There's many people that dislike me. I'm okay with it. But don't pretend like you're a supporter, that you're okay with me, and then gathering together in groups behind my back and saying or doing or setting up whatever you can. Like, no. Stop wasting your fucking time. As far as I know, I'm not going anywhere. You're only giving me more motivation to continue to do what I'm doing. And it's kind of like giving me the push to move forward, because like nobody would be trying this hard and projecting this much onto me or pulling so much from my energy without even so much as a thank you, by the way. Nobody would be doing this if I wasn't special, if there was nothing to me. You would not be coming at me this hard if there wasn't something to this. Okay, I know I dig into certain things that I probably shouldn't, but I can't help it. The more people come into my energy, the more they're pulling from me. It gives me access to them. And the more they do that, or the more they try to sabotage me, or the more they put me in danger, it just heightens things for me. Get it through your fucking heads, please. Leave me at peace. Let me do my thing, my crazy thing here. Just let me do it. I'm not hurting anybody. In fact, I'm opening some eyes for some people. They're allowed to choose and think for themselves. If they don't want it, then they won't. But you, to disagree with me, okay, when I'm not hurting anybody, and then to purposely try to sabotage me is not a good idea. Very, very poor choice. If I disagree with what you're doing, like right now, I'm voicing it straight to you. I'm not gathering a group of people together. If there's people that watch this video and don't like it, that's going to be their fucking opinion. But I don't care to come up against you for it. If you don't like what I'm doing, come talk to me. If you're jealous about something, like specifically a lady that I spoke to who said that she hasn't done art in a while, and I said that maybe you can come over and do art with me, and you were really intrigued about that, but for some reason you're still not doing it. So what, you're going to hate on me? And the constructive criticism you gave me for my website, I'm going to be doing that very shortly. I had some other things to get together, but thank you for that. If I have not updated it yet and you're taking it as a personal stab, like you're going to get some reward for telling me something or getting me to do, like, just chill out. You fucking people. I can't even walk outside of my home or go to the mailbox without you guys watching my every move. I'm not a threat to you. I'm not a threat to your children. I'm not a threat to your fucking dog or cat. I don't care. I'm trying to live my own life. What else? I understand why you're doing it. You think whatever, maybe I'm going to unveil something that you've got hidden away. Well, again, stop coming at me. And yeah. Somebody left a tissue box. I think it was with mouthwash. An empty little mouthwash bottle. Right next to the little tree there. I kicked it. onto the road because that's not my garbage. The blue box that I put there for the community so that they could put all their flyers and crap like that because people were stuffing it back in the mailbox part where you drop mail in, and they were too lazy to take it to their own recycling bin, so they were taking all the flyers and stuffing it in there for the poor mailman or mailwoman to deal with. So I put a blue box there for everybody to share. People have been throwing garbage in it because they're fucking ignorant pricks or assholes or bitches, and they have nothing better to do with their life than to try to get a reaction out of somebody. I've cleaned up the mess and distributed the garbage several times, or even put a garbage right next to it. But today, actually it's now yesterday, I took the whole blue bin, I flipped it upside down in the middle of the walkway, and I left all the trash there. I left it in a nice pile with the flyers and then the garbage right underneath it. I'm not fucking playing. I don't know what age you were when you were traumatized or you had abuse, but I'm telling you right now, whatever age it was, it must have been a young age because you're all acting like children and you're well over my age. If I have to be here to talk some sense into you, hello. Please leave me alone or come talk to me. You don't have to be scared of me. That just shows a lack of courage.